So Angel Reese shoes are here. They are here, and I like them. I like them. You can't say that these don't look like something they would have released in the 2000s. I grew up in the 2000s, so I am very much a nostalgia merchant for the 2000s. But I do have to say that it is a cool shoe. But the marketing campaign, I have to say, I'll say it's smart. I will say it that it is smart, the marketing campaign. But let's take a listen right here. And just in case, actually, this does say Netflix, so let's get it off the screen. Let's take a listen.
Got to be crafty about how we get them in Reebok gear.
Be the debut.
When she plays Kid McCall.
Let's do it.
I'll even come to the game.
Of course not.
Literally, debut. It's got to be when she plays Caitlin Clark. It's got to be, let's do it. You got to, well, Shaq goes, I'll come to the game. He goes courtside. So they obviously ended up debuting at All-Star Weekend because Caitlin didn't play when they were in Chicago. When Caitlin didn't play, or Caitlin's not playing in this game, so they're debuting at All-Star Weekend. The plan was to literally go and use Caitlin Clark for the launch of it. And I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like it's very clear that one side is absolutely trying to milk whatever rivalry there is. Whatever rivalry there is, it is one side trying to do everything they can to keep it together because that is where they're going to be at their most relevant. And let's be honest, like, I'm not saying that Angel Reese is not a celebrity in her own means. I'm not saying that Angel Reese is not huge. And I'm not saying that Reebok are doing a bad job, by the way, of promoting her. I actually think Reebok are doing a really good job. A really good job of promoting her. And I think that they're right. Get the most eyes on it in the game versus Caitlin Clark. But, like, you've even seen here, but O'Neal, one of the greatest to ever play in the NBA, admitted something about the player that may have deemed Reese number one rival, Caitlin Clark. Said he's the real deal. He was in Chicago, whatever. When I see some TV, I'm like, okay, saw it in person. She can play from a basketball standpoint. She makes all the right plays. So even Shaq is a fan of her. And look, they know what they're doing. And I actually do want to say that I think the team around Angel Reese is absolutely, like, great when it comes to marketing. I think all this, like, taking over the city, it's going to get people to talk about her. It's getting me to talk about her. And I always say this when it comes to Angel, is she's really good at having that line between fame and infamy. Like, there is a line between fame and infamy, and Angel Reese very much is on that line. And I think it's one of those things when it comes to the shoe that, like, Shaq, all of them, even if they are fans, Shaq and Allen Iverson are going to go and do what they can to promote their player. Like, even still here, like, you had the Angel Reese saying that she was, taking over Indiana, and there's about 15 fans there. And more than wearing Caitlin Clark merch than her merch. She pulls up with about 15 fans, and I'm like, take over, Angel, take over. This is her city now. And I'm like, and she's never won a game in Indiana. Maybe in college. Maybe she beat Grace Berger in Indiana in college. But, yeah, like, look, it is what it is. It is what it is all around. And you've got one player very much hanging onto the coattails of another for basketball reasons. And I'm saying this right now. Angel Reese is absolutely relevant as a celebrity without Caitlin Clark. There's no question about that. All the, like, brand deals that she does, all the things she has, she's absolutely relevant without Caitlin Clark. But, like, Shaq knows. Rivalry sell. AI knows rivalry sell. Let's be real. Like, I'd say probably the time when Shaq got as much, he probably got made a ton of money during the Shaq versus Kobe rivalry. Like, Angel very much has people on her side that are going to promote things. And it's going to be that things are going to be talked about. Because let's be real. Like, if you look at my videos today, I'm going to do breakdowns. I've done a breakdown of the 3-point contest. I've done breakdowns of a bunch of things. if you look at what are going to be the most viewed things over All-Star Weekend, there's not that many games being played. But even if you look at this channel, the most viewed stuff is very rarely talking about the game unless it's Caitlin Clark. Or if it's Angel Reese having a bad game, people want to dunk on her. Angel Reese, good games. Anytime Angel Reese is a great game, I'll talk about it and it gets 5,000 views. But like the video where I'm like, Angel Reese claims she took over the city is going to be on 10, 15,000. And I'm like it is what it is. Like, unfortunately, that's what people want to hear. And you know what? I do like the fact that Angel Reese is kind of, and her team are kind of taking advantage of that. They are taking advantage of that. They are making sure that, you know what? If people are going to talk about you in a negative way, at least they're talking about you. At least they're talking about you. And yeah, it is a surprise. It is well, not really a surprise, but it is like one of those things that people want to say is they want the rivalry to end. But we got to be honest. Everyone's saying they want the rivalry to end. They want this stuff to end. When it comes to basketball, there are storylines are a big part of it. Sports is entertainment, and as much as we all say we just want to be there for the sport, if you just want to be there for the sport of basketball, there are plenty of opportunities to go and watch the sport of basketball. No offense to these players, that is at a higher level in the WNBA. There are a lot of current basketball leagues where the players are at a higher level of basketball, where the basketball level is at a higher level in the WNBA. The reason, but there are exciting players. There's exciting games. The marketing's good. The whole show around the WNBA is good. The rivalries are there. The players are relevant. All of these things are positives for the league. And in fairness, like, I like the shoes, man. I like the shoes. I don't care what anyone says. Like, we're looking at the Reese's. These are the Reese 700s. But they're kind of, I like the kind of rubber on the outside. Like, I'm born in 2000, so these are like my old aesthetic. I'm just annoyed that they weren't available. They're probably not going to be available in Ireland for a while. And I don't play it. I already own 2 pairs of basketball shoes. I bought Jimmy's. I got Jimmy Butler's ones from this season and LeBron 21s for like 50 quid each. So it is what it is. And look, this rivalry, as much as we want to say, oh yeah, like, look, these players, I don't know how much of this Caitlin sees, but when it comes to Angel, she's 100% playing into it. And you know what? At the end of the day, she is 100% playing into it. And she knows the reality that the more she plays into it, the more money she's going to get, the more shoes she's going to sell. If for nothing else, some people want to spike Caitlin, she's going to sell shoes. And I just think we need to stop the whole, with Angel Reese, we need to stop the whole, every time it doesn't work out, there's no rivalry, fans need to stop, when it's clearly being pushed mostly by one player and one player's team. I'm not saying it's an Angel Reese fault, but it's her team. I say it's her team 100% that are pushing it. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. I'll see you guys.